Okay, so I just filmed the intro video, my kind of intro video, and I said I'd kind of do another one telling you what I'm going through right now. I'm not gonna mention locations or anything. Why is this like this? Not to an extent. So you'll have to deal with what you have. Why? My dad and my mom are divorced. If you listened to the intro video, you would know that. If you haven't listened to the intro video, I recommend listening to my first video. I'm gonna have it pinned for a reason, because it's kind of important and it tells you a lot of backstory. It's also a lot of me rambling because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. My dad is in the hospital, so a bit of context for this specific thing. Part of my parents' divorce arrangement is we spend 8 weeks every summer with our dad. Our mom they have split custody, but we mainly live with our mom because of school, because there's no point in going to several different schools. And my dad used to live in another state, and I'm not going to Google it right now, but at least 1,000 miles away. So yeah. So the divorcement agreement was 8 weeks every summer with her dad, and then Christmas would be every other. Let me think. So this year's with our dad, so it's odd years with our dad, even years with our mom, if I'm doing that right. So that one was pointless, as it is clear. Finger. So that starts from 1 week after school ends, last week of school. So that would have been about June 1st, I think. And then, actually, even though I'm with my mom right now, we really are supposed to be with our dad today. But last Thursday, 22nd, I think. 26th is today, 25th was Monday, 24th, 23rd, 21st? Let me look at my calendar. Oh my gosh, the phone is falling. Get something else to keep it up. The fun thing about recording, trying to deal with stuff. I don't know what I'm doing if that is not abundantly clear. This is just fun. The 20th. The 20th, we're going out to town. My dad lives in the middle of nowhere. No, I'm not telling you where that is. And so we don't really have a refrigerator. We have coolers where we put our food. So we were going out to town. To get more ice and stuff, and we also had to get gas for a generator because it was about to be in the 90s the entire next week, which coincidentally is this week. But our solar power can't really run that much off of it. We can't run the fans all day. And we're staying in a camper while my dad builds the house, so you kind of need the fans, especially when it's like 90 some degrees, or even gets up into the hundreds. You kind of want the fans. So we were going to get that, and so my dad lives on an 8-mile dirt road. And then you hit the highway. And then there's this small town where he gets his mail. Ooh, I have all these colors. Which should I pick? I think this one. So we're going out. The town, and halfway between the place where his road meets the highway, I don't even know if it was halfway, just partway. What is on my foot? He gets out of the car and he's stumbling, and looks at us and tells us that he thinks he had a stroke the past couple days. Now, he's already had multiple strokes. I think 3 big strokes and a couple mini strokes before this. So, that's not exactly something you want to hear from your dad. So he wants me to take him home. So I get in the car and start driving, and despite the fact that me and my brothers are telling him to let us take him to the doctor, because again, he's had multiple strokes. So and he's on the phone with a friend, and the friend says, let them take you to the doctor. So we end up turning around. We had just like hit his road, because it's like a little ways in before you actually get on the actual dirt road. Now I can close my hand. And so yeah. So we take him to this other small town, which is past the small town where he gets his mail, but this one actually has like a grocery store, and a gas station, that sort of stuff. The other one was legit like a small town. We take him to the walk-in clinic because that's the closest doctor's place. And they do an EKG, and he ended up with an irregular heartbeat. And combined with having left side issues, they ended up sending him to the hospital in the big city. On an ambulance. Now, I'm 18 and have been since June. It's about as much information you're getting. I'm gonna paint my other nails different pink. It's pretty. So I wanted to go with my dad in the ambulance. And my mom was coming to get my brothers, and she lives in a city in a nearby state. Which I'm going to start referring to as my hometown. My hometown and the big city are about 2 hours apart. That's a drive. So, yeah. So I wanted to go to the hospital, and I did end up going to the hospital. I'm with my mom right now because Sunday night she called me and informed me that I can't stay in a hotel I was with my cousin before Sunday night, but I couldn't stay with him anymore because they had too much stuff going on. And ooh, these look pretty together. Yeah. And so I went with my dad, and he had a surgery the other day, and now I'm just kind of worried for him, as there's a high possibility that if he has another stroke, it could kill him. And if you have strokes, having a stroke increases the chance of having another stroke. So, in addition to high blood pressure, which is another factor, and a family history of strokes, my dad, having already had several strokes, has a high chance of having another stroke. It's a lot lower with the surgery, but I'm worried for him, and it's just hard. He's supposed to go home tomorrow, though, which is good. So, I guess that's it for right now. This is Amara signing off. Bye.